4-5, taking on the Packers at 9-0. And now welcome to the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Joe Buck. That's Troy Aikman. Pam Oliver is coming right up. Well, the Green Bay Packers have taken the conversation about who's best in the conference to the NFL in general. They are the best team, and they do it with an offense that is right now virtually impossible to stop.
Well, that's right. I mean, I don't know what more you can say about this offense or Aaron Rodgers. I think the best thing you can hope for is that Rodgers simply isn't throwing the ball straight. I mean, he certainly has all season long, but what certainly has gotten everybody's attention, if they hadn't already, is the play of this defense last Monday night. It looked like the defense that made the run last year to the Super Bowl. That doesn't bode real well for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers today.
Yeah, well, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have lost 3 straight. They're under 500. Their head coach, Raheem Morris, is standing by with Pam Oliver.
Raheem, let me ask you this. David versus Goliath kind of match up in a lot of people's eyes. Where does your confidence lie in this ball game?
You know, that's the mentality before it's ever reality. We prove ourselves to be, we want to come out every day and prove ourselves to be the very best. In order to do that, you got to go play the very best. Despite what people think or how their views are, it really doesn't matter for us. It's all gray matter. For us out now trying to get a win.
You win this game
if we go out and execute, play fast, play hard, play smart, and play consistent.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Very relaxed, too. Joe, back to you.
All right, very relaxed, but Troy, a team that put the pads on twice this week and got back to hitting.
And my experience is when a team has their back against the wall like the Bucs do in this game today, that's a dangerous team. I would expect them to come out and play well.
So you're picking Tampa Bay. You heard it here first. Load up. Here we go. It's the Bucs and the Pack. And we'll come back after this. Right now, the NFL Mobile Moment presented by Verizon.
Kansas City Chiefs are just one game out of first place, but don't expect their starting quarterback, Matt Castle, back this season. Well, they haven't placed him on IR yet. Those close to Castle told me he actually broke the bone in his hand by his index finger that inserts screws there. They don't expect him back this year. Get coverage of every NFL game on NFL Mobile. Call Star NFL from your mobile phone to get NFL Mobile only from Verizon.
3rd and goal. Can the Packers come up with the big play? Jets lining up in the red zone for the 3rd time this afternoon. Sanchez hands to Connor, and he is stood up by Matthews behind the line of scrimmage. Clay Matthews doing his thing, now getting the crowd.
Watch every touchdown from every game on Sunday afternoons on NFL Mobile. Call Star NFL to download it now. Only from Verizon.
You want to save money on car insurance? No problem. You want to save money on RV insurance? No problem. You want to save money on motorcycle insurance? No problem. You want to find a place to park all these things? Forget about it. This is New York.
Hey, little guy, wake up.
Oh, come off it, mate.
Geico. Saving people money on more than just car insurance.
You're watching Fox Sports in HD. Presented by DirecTV.
For 59 years, the Swope family has been a part of this community.
We're the largest dealership group in Kentucky.
And that means huge inventory.
Over 5,000 vehicles to choose from.
If you want it, we have it. And with 5 Swope locations right here in Hardin County, there's no need to drive to Louisville.
At Swope Nissan, we've got you covered. Lease a 2012 Altima for only $189 a month, or a 2011 Rogue for only $229 a month. Hurry in now.
Swope, the only name in Hardin County for everything automotive.
Merry Christmas from Little John's Derby Jewelry.
With gold prices at an all-time high, now is the time to get your holiday cash before the crash.
I got my cash today.
It's back, and just in time for the holidays. Buy any pre-owned vehicle from Oxmoor Toyota and receive a 51-inch Samsung Plasma HD TV, like this 2000 Toyota Camry. Today, it's just $3,600. $3,600! And you receive a 51-inch flat-screen TV. Or how about this 2001 Toyota Camry? It's just $3,900, and it comes with a 51-inch Plasma HD TV. Huge selection. Over 160 pre-owned vehicles available. Plus, no payments till February 2012. Rush to Oxmoor Toyota and get your 51-inch flat screen just in time for the holidays.
In school, the difference between an A and a C is pretty clear. In restaurants, you think it'd be even clearer, unless you dine in Louisville.
The health department makes a big change in its grading system for restaurants. How you can now easily find critical information that many restaurants don't want you to know about.
Changing the grade, tonight on WDRB News at 10.
I'm Gilbert Corsi.
And I'm Elizabeth Woolsey.
Get the latest news, weather, and traffic.
All in true high definition.
Join us tomorrow for WDRB News at 4.
Fox Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
It is below freezing here in Green Bay. It is a chilly day. The wind is whipping around a little bit. And it's out of the northeast at 10 miles per hour. The Green Bay Packers, who can beat them? They're 9-0. They have a date on Thursday in Detroit on Thanksgiving. They're at the Giants. They're at home against Oakland, at Kansas City. And they end the year with 2 home games against the Bears and the Lions. And Aaron Rodgers, Troy, is attacking seemingly every passing record that's been in the books with this 2011 season.
Well, you keep waiting for that game when Aaron Rodgers is going to come out and not throw the ball as accurately as he has been all season long. But, you know, each week he keeps coming out. I don't know that I've seen a quarterback play at this level as consistently as he has. Ever.
And then there's Josh Freeman. And he really blossomed quicker than many expected him to last year on a team that went 10-6. Some believe he's regressed. The Bucs have. They're 4-5. We'll see how they get along here today. Strouder's waiting for it, and he takes it out of the end zone. And he slips, getting across the 20, and it's something, Troy, you noticed during the pregame warm-ups that these two teams, especially Tampa Bay, was having a tough time with the footing.
Noticed it last week, as a matter of fact, with the Packers in the Monday night game, and you're right. These wide receivers for the Buccaneers in pregame warm-ups were struggling. We'll see if they were able to get the adjustments made to the footing and the cleats so that it won't be a factor in this game.
You saw that offensive line. They've allowed only 15 sacks. Freeman coming off a 3-interception game, and he hands to Blount. And LeGarrette picks up 2. First guy there was Dezmon Briscoe, and we look at this defense, and one thing they've been able to do, they're the 28th ranked defense in the NFL. You mentioned the good game, Troy, on Monday night, but they've been able to make up for holes in the defense or yardage with forcing turnovers.
Well, and primarily on the back end, you know, in the secondary with creating takeaways by interceptions. They were good last year in that area. They've been excellent again this year.
2nd down and 8. Blount again, and this time Blount is stuffed at the line of scrimmage. First guy there was A.J. Hawk, and he was with Ryan Pickett. It's now 3rd and 7.
Well, a lot of discussion about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and their lack of being able to run the football this year. And I know in talking with Greg Olson, they want to be able to run the ball. It's what they were built on last year. They come out on 1st and 2nd down and really don't get much out of it.
Dom Capers in this defense usually smells blood on 3rd and 7. Freeman gets rid of it, completes it, and there he is again. It's Preston Parker for a 1st down. If you don't know the name, he's been a 3rd down weapon. He gets 20 yards on 3rd and 7, and he is tied for 4th in the NFL with 3rd down receptions. This is number 17.
Well, they bring Morgan Burnett off the edge, and Freeman's able to get the ball out of his hands just in time. A shallow crossing route, expecting man coverage. That's what they get. Dezmon Briscoe is in coverage, but he had to navigate the middle of the field there because of the crossing route, and it got him open.
Extra men on the rush, and the pass is caught, but not for much. Hawk out there to make the stop on Luke Stocker. A gain of 1.
You go back to that 3rd down conversion. during this 3-game losing streak by the Buccaneers, they have really struggled on third down. They've not been very good for the entire season, but over the last 3 games, just 23%. So that was a nice way to start this ball game, converting their first third down.
Matthews on the sideline on 2nd and 9. Freeman throws incomplete. Sends Aurelius Ben. He is wrestled to the ground by Tramon Williams, a gain of 5. And this is why Clay Matthews came out of the game. This is 2 plays ago.
Not sure exactly when. I don't know if it's when a contact was made there with Freeman in the pocket or when he made the spin move, but clearly something was impacted on that play.
And he's still on the sideline on 3rd and 4. Here come the Packers. Freeman has his arm hit, and he was nearly intercepted by Woodson. And it's 4th down, a punt coming, and Josh Freeman got knocked right when he let it go.
Well, they bring pressure in the middle with the linebackers. I thought overall the offensive line, they held up decent, but they're asked to hold those blocks and let it develop down the field. Charles Woodson typically, will make that play. As you said, Freeman gets hit, ball behind. Fortunate it wasn't an interception.
Randall Cobb, as a rookie, has become a real weapon, returning kicks and punts. Gets the snap, puts the nose of the football down, and it's Cobb with a fair catch inside the 15. So we'll keep an eye today on Clay Matthews, who was on the sideline for the last 2 plays of that series. It's no score. Green Bay with the ball when we come back.
Southwest makes the call.
How's it going out there? It's ugly. There's thousands of dollars in bag fees. It's completely unfair. Come on, you gotta fight through the pain. And remember who's counting on you. You're right. I got a job to do.
Bags fly free. Southwest Airlines. It's the right call.
I'm your GPS. Turn right up ahead. You never update me, so now I just have to wing it. I meant turn left up ahead. Recalculating. Turn right now! And your 15-minute insurance might not pay for all this. So get Allstate. You can save money and be better protected from mayhem, like me. Recalculating.
Dollar for dollar, nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate.
This is for Cindy. I wanted to get her something special this year.
You want the K? She'll love it. Trust me, I know.
More milk?
Thanks, Dave, but I gotta fly.
Bulova watches are designed to be noticed. Save 25% on Bulova watches at Kay Jewelers, the #1 jewelry store in America.
I love it.
Santa said you would. No, really.
Every kiss begins with K.
Feel the power and excitement of NFL football. Bengals tickets are on sale now. Call 866-621-8383 or go to Bengals.com.
Game on Fox is sponsored by Southwest Airlines. Find our fares online only at Southwest.com.
Did you know the Packers have won 15 straight? And already changing it at the line is Aaron Rodgers. Starting from the 12. And he changed it to a throw, and he throws it away. Donald Driver, the intended receiver, will look at this offense, and it's an offensive line that has allowed 23 sacks, 10th most around the NFL, and they protect, trying to help Aaron Rodgers get it to that list of backs and receivers, which is as deep and as versatile as any list around the NFL.
When you talk about the offensive line, Aaron Rodgers has been hit a lot here in recent games. He's taken a lot of sacks. So much for slowing him down.
On 2nd down and 10. Penalty flag flies. Looks like a hold as the pass is complete to Jennings. But this one appears to be coming back. And it is.
Holding number 71. Offense. Half the distance to the goal. Still 2nd down.
That's Josh Sitton guilty of the hold. And it takes a 1st down catch away.
And Josh Sitton right there at right guard. See a little bit of a takedown right there in the middle.
In the presence of Albert Hainsworth. In his 2nd game with the Bucs after being picked up off waivers from New England. 2nd and 16. Quick setup and throw, and there is an incompletion to James Jones. And it's not exactly the back shoulder throw, but that typical look we see from Aaron Rodgers quite a bit.
We see this throw a lot. It's a perfectly thrown ball, and as we know, James Jones has had some problems with drops here over the last couple of seasons. Hasn't been real active here the last couple of weeks. Only 1 reception in each of the last 2 ball games, but a ball that he should have caught on that play.
Brings up 3rd and 16. They're going to blow it dead. With a player coming unabated to the quarterback. We'll see if it's against the Tampa Bay Bucs. Well, sounds like a false start.
Neutral zone infraction, unabated to the quarterback, number 94, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
You heard false start in that conversation, but it was called neutral zone infraction, and it's really both ends. Adrian Claiborne's been doing a lot of that lately.
Yeah, Adrian Claiborne, the 1st-round pick out of Iowa, who's given him a little bit of something in the pass rush, but 3rd and long made it a little bit easier here with now 3rd and 11.
And now Hainsworth gets in on the fun.
Neutral zone infraction, number 95, defense, 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
Well, you can see Albert Hainsworth talking to the official. He's claiming that Wells in the middle there at center is moving the ball, and that's why he then reacted. You can see the football. He tilts it up, and that's what Albert Hainsworth is watching, trying to get a jump on when the ball is snapped. That's the center is allowed to move the ball slightly like that. It didn't appear to be an abrupt movement, but you could see where Albert Hainsworth maybe came off with that movement.
The Bucs are the 4th most penalized team in the league as Rodgers hits Driver, and Driver is hit immediately, brought down by Jones, the safety. A gain of 4, and it's 4th down.
Well, that's a nice job by Tampa Bay, because last week they did not tackle well in that ball game at all. It was some of the worst tackling that I've seen in the last 20 years. And to be able to come up and make a play for Sean Jones on 3rd down and keep them from converting, that's a nice stop.
Mastay will hit it, and he had pressure, had to pull it down, and he'll get a 1st down. Lost the ball out of bounds as Cutrera was in his face, and Mastay somehow lost it twice, but still got the 1st down.
Comes right up the middle, untouched. It was going to be blocked. I think he sensed it, and then just rather than punt it and have it blocked, knowing that would happen, he decided to go ahead and tuck it and see if he couldn't maybe pick up a 1st down, and then the ball comes out of his hands.
They will mark it at the 27. And so the irony of that is, with the good pressure that Tampa Bay gets with Cutrera coming up the middle, Green Bay ends up keeping the ball.
That's unbelievable. I mean, a great defensive stop, as I said, and then they come out, they're able to make a block on the punt, and yet Green Bay still able to convert that on a broken play for a 1st down.
Now the first handoff of the game is to Ryan Grant, who is the starter right now in name only, as James Starks has pretty much taken over the bulk of the work back there. And Grant over the left side gets 4.
You know, you look at Green Bay offensively, and clearly they create a lot of big plays within their passing game. They run the ball more than I think most people would realize. But this is a game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers that if they are going to run the ball a lot and run it well, this would be the game. The Bucs have given up over 170 yards rushing in each of the last 3 games.
They fake the handoff. Rodgers rolling out. Pulls up and fires too low for Jennings. Take a look at Tampa's defense. Tampa Bay is ranked 31st in the NFL. The Patriots are last. They have allowed the most yards per play around the NFL and the most yards after the catch, which may have something to do with that bad tackling. There's the secondary without Tenard Jackson out with a bad hamstring.
You know, as I said last week, not only was the tackling bad, it just simply didn't look like they even wanted to tackle.
Now 3rd and 6. Nice pocket for Rodgers, who finds Nelson. And Jordy Nelson down inside the 35. And a beautiful throw from Aaron Rodgers.
And it's a coverage that you would not expect then the Packers to be able to get this throw. You see the little bit of a move, looked like maybe he was going to come on a shallow crossing route, but he is getting safety help. E.J. Biggers, the corner, number 31, is getting help by Sean Jones. You believe then that you've got that sideline throw taken care of simply by coverage, but not with Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. They will threaten a coverage even when you think you've got something taken away.
That was good for 34 yards. On 3rd down, now on 1st down, this one's dropped off to Starks. Doing something with it. Down inside the 30, they'll mark him at the 27 and a gain of 7. And now Hainsworth can't get off the field.
I think he got hit by his own guy when he came back trying to make a play on Rodgers in the pocket.
So while they look at Albert Hainsworth, we'll take a break. 2nd down and 3 for the Packers when we come back.
Dear NFL football, do you know what love is? Love is turning your pickup truck into a pirate ship. Love is cold Bud Light on a crisp afternoon. It's turning a parking space into a party space. Love is loving that every Sunday is our Sunday.
Bud Light, proud to be the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Here we go.
Because love is a beautiful thing.
The Super Bowl, the most epic day in America. And the end of a journey that began here, when the swipe of a Visa card gave one man a chance to bring happiness to 10 friends, including the knuckleheads at the car wash.
Super Bowl tickets? Yes, dude! You're going to the Super Bowl!
Use your Visa card for a chance to win. To see more of the story, visit our Facebook page.
That's a word?
A ragpole. It's another word for sack.
All right. Read 'em and weep.
Impressive. How about this?
Neanderthal? Brian, your words are hurtful.
Okay.
I'm taking the bus, and you will not see me at the Pancake Social tomorrow.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
The final 9 and their mentors battle it out in an all-out war.
It's about to get tense.
The X Factor, all new live on a special night, Tuesday on Fox.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Here we go.
Albert Hainsworth is now on the sideline. They were looking at his head, neck, shoulder region as he was hit by a teammate on that 7-yard catch and run by Starks. 2nd down and 3. Here's Starks again. Lowers his head and picks up 1.5. And back to that play where 95 Hainsworth got hurt.
Yeah, he comes back and he's trying to make a play, and DeQuan Bowers and he collide, and that's where you see as he leads, and then right into the head area.
This will be the 10th play of the drive, which includes that 4th down punting effort that turned into a 1st down run by Mastay. Looked like a 3 and out. Now here they are on 3rd and 1. Rodgers throws and finds Nelson. And a 1st down at the 19-yard line.
And you're just asking too much by these defensive backs. 3rd and 1, of course, you're going to get man coverage by these defensive backs. Man-to-man on Jordy Nelson. And because Aaron Rodgers gets outside the pocket, you see Rondé Barber's in good coverage, but you just can't stop that. He gets flushed to his left. Jordy Nelson works the sidelines, comes back to him. All they need is a yard. 1st down.
Handoff is to Grant. After the initial hit, spins forward, picks up 3. This Green Bay offense now in the red zone. They are number 3 in the NFL at converting red zone trips inside the 20 into touchdowns 62% of the time.
You look at all the different guys who have touchdown receptions. You know, I mean, usually you get down here against a particular team and you anticipate 1 or 2 guys is where they're going to go with the ball. But every one of these receivers is alive down here inside the 20 for Aaron Rodgers.
Pass is caught. That's Jennings. Ball comes out. And now late they blow the whistle and say that Jennings was down. It's 3rd down. Aqib Talib was there defending, ripped it out, but it was too late. And it's 3rd down.
It looked close to me, Joe, as to whether or not he was actually down before the ball came up. Sure enough, you see the left knee goes to the ground. Clearly, the ball came out after he was already down.
So now play number 13 will be another 3rd down. So far, the Packers 2 for 3 on 3rd down, and Rodgers is going to need a timeout. 4.5 to go, opening quarter. Green Bay knocking on the door here in Lambeau.
Entune mobile technology. Stay seamlessly connected to your smartphone. Available on the reinvented 2012 Toyota Camry. It's ready. Are you?
I love the holidays.
And with my Bank AmeriCard Cash Rewards credit card, I love them even more.
I earn 1% cash back everywhere, every time.
2% on groceries.
3% on gas, automatically.
No hoops to jump through.
That's 1% back on
2% on pumpkin pie.
And Apple.
3% back on 4 trips to the airport.
It's as easy as 1,
2, 3.
The Bank AmeriCard Cash Rewards card. Apply online or at a Bank of America near you.
This is exactly what we've been looking for.
From the director of Jerry Maguire.
This property has some challenges. It's a zoo.
Yay! Based on the inspiring true adventure.
It's a zoo.
Well, yeah. About a man.
They'll never last.
Who brought a zoo back to life and a family back together.
I haven't doubted this decision for a second. Not crazy?
Don't turn around. Don't turn around.
Yeah.
We Bought a Zoo, a true zoo story. Rated PG.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by Toyota. By Pizza Hut's new Big Dinner Box. Get all your favorites in one epic box. And by Bank of America.
We welcome you back to Lambeau Field. It's 3rd down and 3. Hainsworth back in the game. The team that's got the second most points on opening drives. The Green Bay Packers trying to keep them out of the end zone. It's 3rd down and 3. Rodgers could run for it, and he does. Slides at the 6. And a 1st down, Green Bay. Claiborne had pressure, and that forced Aaron Rodgers out.
We're going to see Michael Bennett. He comes in this way, and because of that on the pass rush, there's then nobody there for contain. It opens up the outside running lane for Aaron Rodgers.
Oh.
Double count. He sets it up. Let go.
It's 1st and goal. Rodgers again. Gonna try and run. And he won't make it. And then got a big hit at the back end of it by Rondé Barber.
Yeah, and I can guarantee you Mike McCarthy's standing over on the sidelines holding his breath, because that's the one thing that could bring this Packer team down. You know, there's some good coverage going on right now on the back end for Tampa Bay. Rondé Barber comes in and puts a big lick on Aaron Rodgers. You can't coach that out of a quarterback either. You know, I mean, he gets down there and he's near the goal line. He wants to score, but you sure don't like seeing your franchise quarterback take those kinds of hits.
B.J. Raji in the lineup on 2nd and goal. They give it to Raji. And no sign yet. They want to see where Raji is at the bottom of that pile. Touchdown.
Give us the dance.
Let's see the hula.
They give it to big B.J. Raji. You think that he's going to be the lead blocker, and that's a pretty nice job on his part, just being able to secure the handoff. I mean, that's what you worry about when you've got a defensive lineman in the backfield and you're handing him the ball. He got right in behind right guard Josh Sitton and was able to move the pile and get it in.
They've talked so much about limiting his snaps on defense with 3 games in 11 days, and now he pounds it in for a touchdown. And it's 7-0. So remember, it started with nearly a 3-and-out. And on 4th down, Tim Mastay, the punter, ran for a 1st down. That led to number 90, getting it into the end zone. 7-0 for the undefeated Pack.
State Farm, this is Jessica.
Hey, Jessica! Jerry Newman with a policy question.
Jerry, how are you doing?
Fine, I just got a little fender bender.
Oh, Jerry, I'm so sorry.
I would love to help, but remember you dropped us last month.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. It only took 15 minutes to sign up with that new auto insurance company, but it's taken a lot longer to hear back.
Is your car up a pole again?
I miss you, Jessica.
Jerry, are you crying?
No, I bit my tongue.
Get to a better state. State Farm.
You haven't seen anything like Pizza Hut's new Big Dinner Box. 2 medium 1-topping pizzas, 8 intense wings, and 5 freshly baked breadsticks. Order the new Big Dinner Box today and call dinner done. Only $19.99, only at your Pizza Hut.
Irritated by your morning routine? Well, now there's a razor that will completely upgrade your shaving experience. It's the Philips Norelco SensaTouch, so technologically advanced. You can use it dry or wet with gel or foam for less irritation guaranteed.
Shave upgrade complete.
Visit upgradeyourshave.com and now save $30 on a Philips Norelco SensaTouch.
Come along, pretty baby, come along, pretty baby, come along with me. I love you and I need you, just to hug and squeeze you. Baby, why can't you see?
The newest member of the Prius family has the space of a small SUV and the fuel efficiency of a Prius. The all-new Prius V from Toyota. More Prius, more possibilities.
Baby, come along with me.
That drive was the longest Packer drive of the year. B.J. Raji, his first career regular season touchdown. He had that interception return for a touchdown in the last NFC Championship game. And taking it out of the end zone is Stroud. Cannot get to the 20. Pat Lee, the first one to greet him. Buccaneers have it, down 7.
I think I'm falling. 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 I think I'm falling.
This is your moment.
For you.
This is Zales, the Diamond Store.
Taco Bell's epic new triple steak stack.
Hey, that's my steak.
Our greatest masterpiece yet. Triple the juicy, triple the tender, triple the all-new steak. The new triple steak stack, now at Taco Bell.
Yoo-hoo! Hi. I noticed you use the largest cashback card. Why is that?
They give me 5% cash back at department stores this quarter.
But only on up to $300 worth of merchandise. So the most you can earn is $15. Chase Freedom also gives you 5% cash back at department stores this quarter, but on up to $1,500 worth of purchases. That is $75. That's 5 times more. Woo!
Get your cash back. Activate today at chase.com/freedom.
I firmly believe that any man's finest hour, the greatest fulfillment of all that he holds dear, is that moment when he has worked his heart out in a good cause and lies exhausted on the field of battle, victorious.
To this day, USAA remains dedicated to serving our ultimate home team, the military, veterans, and their families. Now we've partnered with the NFL to honor, appreciate, and thank our military. Find out more at usaa.com/NFL.
Big B.J. Raji right in the middle of that huddle became the 14th different Packer to score a touchdown this year. And on their first possession, you talk about balance. 5 different rushers, 4 different receivers. You don't know where they're coming at you. They find themselves in the end zone again, up 7-zip. Blount sits down at the 16. Ryan Pickett, the first guy there, in a loss of 3.
Yeah, Ryan Pickett was the first one there, but the entire defensive line for the Packers just manhandled the Bucs up front. I think overall this offensive line for the Bucs has not been all that poor. Certainly not as bad as you would think when you look at the problems that they've had production-wise on that side of the ball.
It was a 10-win team last year. 10-6. They've lost 3 straight. Handoff is to Blount. He picks up 2. Dezmon Bishop on the stop, and it's 3rd and long, and this is what Dom Capers and this defense loves. Now a player is down, and that's Trueblood, the starting right tackle.
Take a look and see what happened to him. He's on the outside. He gets rolled up on. Dezmon Bishop rolls up on the back of his leg.
Jeremy's able to get up and limp off. See who comes in. It's Ted Larson. As Trueblood gets to the sideline before a 3rd down and 11, and out at right tackle, it's James Lee, number 77.
You can bet Clay Matthews is going to be challenging him here on this 3rd down play.
Pass is caught. Pepra made the play as Aurelius Ben lost a half yard. And it's 3 and out in a blink for the Tampa Bay offense.
Well, Matthews, he does come on the rush. They leave the back end to pick him up, does a nice job. And a little bit of pressure there on the backside of Freeman. But the Packers played zone coverage there. It looked like the Bucs were anticipating man. And Freeman really didn't take much time looking down the field. Even, no way they're going to complete the first down on that play.
Good punt by Kanan. From back inside the 35, it's Cobb. There's a flag down back where it was snapped. 51-yard punt, 11 yards on the return. We'll get the call from Alberto Riverone. That flag was thrown back at the Tampa Bay 21.
Number 44 of the kicking team was downfield ineligible. The 5-yard penalty will be added on to the end of the run. First down.
So that will move the ball to the Tampa Bay side of midfield, where the Packers have it up 7.
Now, be careful with the face, boys. We do have a dinner date.
First, crack eggs. Now, scramble. Breakfast is served. Oh, how I've missed you, Holmes.
Holmes, don't be late for dinner.
Never been late in my life.
Sherlock Holmes. In theaters December 16th.
Let not the world deceive thee with its beauty.
Cup of death will be filled for thee.
Rated T for teen.
PlayStation.
Every kid deserves a crown. And every family deserves the BK Family Bundle. A Whopper sandwich meal, a Whopper Junior meal, and a kids meal, all for just $9.99. This great deal won't last long, and it's only at Burger King.
Yoo-hoo! Hi. I noticed you use the largest cashback card. Why is that?
They give me 5% cash back at department stores this quarter.
But only on up to $300 worth of merchandise. So the most you can earn is $15. Chase Freedom also gives you 5% cash back at department stores this quarter, but on up to $1,500 worth of purchases. That is $75. That's 5 times more. Woo!
Get your cash back. Activate today at chase.com/freedom.
Raji has the touchdown. The Packers have the lead with under a minute to go. This season it has been a lot of points early for Green Bay and hardly any for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That looks to continue here today. Green Bay will start at the Buccaneer 49. It's Starks. And Starks loses 1. First guy there was Daquan Bowers.
I think Aaron Rodgers is really doing a nice job with the snap count, and we've seen the Bucs drawn off sides a couple of times. But you think about it, when you come in and play against the Packers, how are you going to get Aaron Rodgers out of his rhythm? You've got to be able to obviously disrupt him by getting pressure, get hits on him. That's something that Minnesota did last week in that Monday night game. And what does he do? He still completes 80% of his passes, 250 yards and 4 touchdowns. So even with pressure, he's finding ways to beat teams. And we've seen it already in this game with his ability to escape and pick up first downs with his feet.
Now 2nd and 11. Starks over the right side, nowhere to go. Doing all he can, picks up 2. That'll do it for quarter number 1. 7-0 Green Bay. And we are back after this from your local Fox station.
Ever wonder how 2 billion presents get delivered in one night?
Operation Santa Claus is coming to town.
Go! Go!
Ho, ho, ho.
Santa? Are you here? We have a wildcat!
This Wednesday.
Exit code 12. Code 12.
Arthur Christmas.
Proceed to the highlighted route, 1,368 miles. Then slight left.
Rated PG.
You've got to try the new sizzling entree.
Fresh flavor never sounded as good as Applebee's new sizzling entrees.
Yeah, not bad.
Try our juicy new double barrel whiskey sirloins and more starting at $8.99. Come taste what's new in the neighborhood. Now serving half-price appetizers late night.
You're watching Fox NFL Sunday.
Mom? Dad? Guys?
He'll be fine. More people are leading BMW, Mercedes, and Lexus for Audi than ever before. Take advantage of exceptional values during the Season of Audi event.
I always choose quality and select only the best. So when I was looking for a spine surgeon, I called on the world-renowned experts at the Norton Leatherman Spine Center. They helped me get back in the kitchen and back to what matters.
The Norton Leatherman Spine Center. Restoring lives.
Ice Age Holiday Special. And the original cast is back.
Santa?
Ice Age A Mammoth Christmas.
My sleigh! Ain't she fly?
Then, the tradition continues.
Good old Charlie Brown.
With an all-new Peanut special.
Good grief.
So gather your gang.
Merry Christmas!
And feast on the funny. 2 all-new holiday specials. Thanksgiving night on Fox.
It is 3rd down and 9 as we start the second quarter. Green Bay with the ball at the 48. Tampa Bay trying to convert. Up 7. Blitz. Packers pick it up. And the pass is caught by Jordy Nelson. And now Aaron Rodgers trying to hurry them up to the line.
Just a perfectly thrown ball. You see Jordy Nelson make the play. Was he in fact in? He gets his left knee in. Good catch to me.
The timeout is taken by Tampa Bay. So Raheem Morris didn't want to throw the challenge flag until they get another look at it. They take a timeout. And 1 knee equals 2 feet.
Someone wrote a book titled that once.
Really? Yeah. They haven't. They should. Timeout, Tampa Bay.
Coordinated attacks in Europe and America has.
Insurgents have had mandatory evacuation.
National community has reviewed.
Isolated person occupying.
The 2012 Jeep Wrangler Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 Edition. The toughest vehicle in the world. Any world. Rated mature.
Precision. Power. Paula Creamer and her Citizen Echo Drive. Fueled by light, it never needs a battery. Citizen, unstoppable.
Now that we can get any Pizza Hut pizza for just $10, I don't have to settle anymore.
You're just talking about pizza though, right?
Of course.
Right now, any pizza is just $10 when you carry out. Any pizza, any size, any crust, any toppings, only $10 when you carry out. And only at your Pizza Hut.
Today's game is sponsored by the Miller Lite Home Draft.
taste greatness. By the Droid Razor, thin is no longer frail, only at Verizon. And by the 2012 Jeep Wrangler Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 Edition, rated M for mature.
They get creative with the cheese here in Green Bay. Comes in all different shapes and sizes.
Yeah, there's no place like Lambeau Field. You hear it all the time, but if you're a sports fan and you haven't yet visited this place, you need to come.
And they're going to add on 7,000 more seats. They're going to redo the scoreboards. It's a year-round facility up here. Here's a screen for Starks. Looking for a block, and now he's to the 5. 17 yards on a screen to James Starks. And it sets up 1st and goal.
They set it up very well, Joe. They run a receiver through the middle right here, which takes the middle linebacker out of the way. You see the action there. Now you get the lineman out in front, and you've got that whole space cleared out. Nice execution there by the Packers.
On 1st and goal, Rodgers keeps it wide open. Touchdown, Crabtree.
So they go off a play action, and outside linebacker Quincy Black, he gets caught looking in the backfield, and when he does, Crabtree then comes free. He sees the action, he's thinking run, lets him go. Initially he's engaged with him, but then he turns him loose.
So that's now, Troy, 15 different Packers with a touchdown this season, as Crabtree gets his first. Doesn't even count Corliss, who took over for Finley last year. He doesn't have one. They have so many weapons. Crabtree gets his first. 14-0 Green Bay.
Cause I feel so awesome. How you feel? Awesome. I guess that awesome. Wanna roll? Awesome. Well, let's go. Hands in the sky.
Introducing HTC Resound. Get studio quality sound for music and HD video at Verizon 4G LTE speed. The first smartphone with Beats audio and Beats headphones included, exclusively at Verizon.
The Target 2-day sale is almost here. The last thing that's gonna stop me is weak thighs. Mountain Series, level 10, backwards.
Starts Friday morning at midnight.
If you're gonna build a fuel-efficient car, the first thing you gotta do is make a car that's worth building, that has all the luxury you'd expect. Then you put in an 8-speed transmission that gets 31 miles per gallon. That combination of luxury and efficiency only comes from one place in the world. Now lease the 2012 Chrysler 300 for $339 a month for well-qualified lessees.
Introducing the BK Chef's Choice Burger from Burger King. Crafted by our executive chef with premium ground chuck, hardwood smoked bacon, and thick American cheese on an artisan-style bun. Try one today at Burger King.
Aaron Rodgers now 27 straight games with a touchdown pass at home. He, by the way, has had 9 straight with 2 or more touchdown passes in the game. The stats just keep piling up. There aren't many incompletions. They do have 14 drops on the year, Green Bay. But how do you stop them? That's the question. Strotter from outside the end zone. Runs into his own man and can't make the 20. And so now we will bring you inside the booth, and Troy, I will see if you can succinctly go through the scenarios that almost made you a Green Bay Packer when you came out of UCLA.
Well, it came down to the last game of the season in 1988, and the Packers had to win the last game of the season. Cowboys had to lose, and I was at the Packer game there at Arizona, Packers go on and win, which they were not expected to do. The Cowboys, of course, lost, and Lindy Infante was the head coach at the time in Green Bay. He had already told me that he was going to pick me if they had that pick.
Freeman for Ben. And a nice catch by Aurelius Ben as he gets out across the 45.
And I wasn't real sure whether or not the Cowboys were going to take me, but I knew there was at least a chance that I wouldn't be coming to Green Bay. Not that I had anything against Green Bay, of course. The problem was I knew back then that I really struggled throwing a wet football. Obviously, you have a better chance of having inclement weather here in Green Bay than you do in Dallas, Texas. So I think it worked out well for all parties involved. Of course, Brett Favre came here just a few years later.
Now first down for Tampa Bay. They needed that completion to Ben, and now they get a good run from Blount. He won't go down. LeGarrette Blount, what a run. One of the best of the year, LeGarrette Blount, all the way, and he broke tackles at every step. Wow, what a run by the second-year back out of Oregon.
That is unbelievable. Initially, Dezmon Briscoe, 55, is right in the hole for what would have been basically no gain. And then there's 5 or 6 guys that have a chance to make a play on him. And that's just pure effort right there by LeGarrette Blount. A big back, 6 foot, 250 pounds worth. That resembled Marshawn Lynch last year in that playoff game against the New Orleans Saints.
Man, 54 yards, and that was with trouble just about at every step. A brilliant run, and the lead has been cut in half. That's a career long, and that's a career best. What an effort by Blount. And it's a 7-point game in Green Bay.
The Super Bowl. The most epic day in America. And the end of a journey that began here, when the swipe of a Visa card gave one man a chance to bring happiness to 10 friends and humiliation to one.
If you want this ticket, I need you to wear this helmet. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
Use your Visa card for a chance to win. To see more of the story, visit our Facebook page.
At the World Beer Cup, Miller Lite has won gold 4 times for Best American Style Light Lager. Is it because it's a true Pilsner that's hopped 3 times and never watered down? Why don't you taste for yourself?
An LG Smart TV, LG Optimus cell phone, and an apology card.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, and it's got apps.
Nice.
It's got Voodoo, Twitter, Facebook.
No, honey, not Facebook.
Honey, you think my sweater's horrendous?
Cats don't skate.
I think it kicks butt.
Get low prices on the gifts they love, like LG TVs with the latest technology, backed by our Christmas price guarantee. Save money, live better. Walmart.
I'm in. I want it.
All we need now is a computer guy.
You have a computer?
Yes.
You're in. Let's do this thing.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by Visa. More fans go with Visa.
Go a long time and not see a better run than what we just witnessed from LeGarrette Blount. You want to say 6, 7 missed tackles all the way down the field, and he just wouldn't quit.
That was unbelievable. And a great run. One they desperately needed too. I mean, I don't think this defense for Tampa Bay has really played all that poorly. So that was a much needed touchdown by the Buccaneers.
A team that put the pads on and hit twice during the week of practice. Cobb slips at the 17. Let's go back to that touchdown.
Just straight handoff. You can see they try to get the wham block, but again, Dezmon Briscoe there. Of course, Morgan Burnett, he's up there to make a play. He can't wrap up. He's got a cast on his hand, but the others, they're not wearing casts, and none of them can make the tackle either. There's the big hit. Davin Joseph comes in and cleans it up.
He takes Tramon Williams as a potential tackler and just gets rid of him. Now starting from the 17. Fake the inside handoff, and Rodgers fires a fastball to Jordy Nelson for a first down. They always talked about Brett Favre and that fastball. Well, Aaron Rodgers has heat too.
Well, he does. I mean, he's got one of the strongest arms in all of football. But you know, it kind of goes back to my point that overall, this Buccaneers defense has really not been that bad. They've played pretty well. They get pressure on Rodgers. There's good coverage down the field. Just can't hold up for that long.
Rodgers goes down. Sacked by the rookie Claiborne. A loss of 4, and we go down to Pam Oliver.
Yeah, Joe, now if the defense can follow suit to what the Bucs offense has did, the linebackers in particular got an earful from Raheem Morris. Morris wants those guys in particular to handle their business, just cover their man and stop messing up assignments he demanded. Back to you,
Pam, and that could be a direct reference to Quincy Black on a Crabtree touchdown. Claiborne now has 4 sacks on the year. On second down, Rodgers has to run again. And he is tripped up out on the edge by E.J. Biggers, a gain of 7. Bring up third down.
I think overall Tampa Bay, I mean, they've been pretty porous in pass coverage this season, but they're doing a good job in this game. You see they're trying to work Michael Finley down the middle with that 2-deep safety look, and we've seen a lot of this from Aaron Rodgers here in this half. He's not had people open. He's had to scramble. He's had to improvise. And we've seen him run with the ball more than he typically has to.
Penalty flags, and now the ball flies. Jennings, it's picked off. But there are flags down back at the line of scrimmage. Corey Lynch, who got the start. But that defense jumped across again.
Offside defense, number 96, 5-yard penalty, still third down.
They get Tim Crowder, and that's the 3rd time that there's been a defensive offside.
Yeah, I think initially you're going to see the offsides down here at the bottom in the neutral zone. And I think initially Aaron Rodgers wasn't exactly sure whether or not it was on his team or it was on the defense, but because the officials didn't shut down the play, he then knew it was on the defense. And so he just took a shot down the field to see what he could get, not worried then, of course, about having the ball intercepted.
He's completed 8 straight. On third down and 2. A blitz. Rodgers floats it and dropped. Jermichael Finley had it, a perfect throw, and it was just dropped.
That was almost a great adjustment by Jermichael Finley. You see the tail end of the play there, but initially he was looking over his other shoulder, expecting the ball to the inside. You see him here. Now he's got to turn around, take his eyes off the quarterback and the ball, and then locate it. Tough play to make, but one that he obviously should have made there.
Mastay punts it. Parker will let it go over his head and into the end zone. So even with that great completion percentage of 73% for Aaron Rodgers coming in, it's a drop, and the Buccaneers have it down by 7.
If you're going to build a fuel-efficient car, the first thing you got to do is make a car that's worth building, that has all the luxury you'd expect. Then you put in an 8-speed transmission that gets 31 miles per gallon. That combination of luxury and efficiency only comes from one place in the world. Now lease the 2012 Chrysler 300 for $339 a month for well-qualified lessees.
Now, when you buy Batman Arkham City at GameStop, it comes with a bonus ultraviolet movie of Batman Forever. Ultraviolet lets you build your own movie collection in the cloud, so you can download to your computer and instantly stream through Flickster. Secure your ultraviolet movie of Batman Forever and save Gotham. When you buy Batman Arkham City at GameStop today. Power to the players, rated T for teen.
Fox tomorrow. Does
uncovers a skeleton from the past.
We don't think Taylor killed it.
Conceal a deadly cover-up.
Not letting this go till I get to the truth.
We're placing you under arrest. All new Terra Nova. Then it's an all-new house with a gut-wrenching twist.
I remember everything.
All new episodes of Terra Nova and House tomorrow on Fox.
There's Jermichael Finley, who almost got his head back around and made a catch on 3rd down. Here are the offensive leaders for Tampa Bay. LeGarrette Blount with that 54-yard touchdown. She broke 6 tackles. And now it's a 7-point game starting at the 20. Freeman looking for a quick throw. It wasn't there, and Walden makes the play. Sack number 3 on the year for Eric Walden.
Well, you're going to see that was a designed run, but Josh Freeman, he wants to come up and throw it quickly to the outside. The problem is the receiver, I wasn't sure exactly who that was outside there, but he was not anticipating the quick throw. He instead is blocking for the running play, and Freeman had nothing to do with it, so Walden brings him down with the sack.
Brings up 2nd down and 13. Here's Blount again. And LeGarrette gets it out to the 22. 3rd down coming up. Let's go for a game break. Here's Kurt.
Well, a bad season for the Minnesota Vikings could be getting worse. Watch the left ankle of Adrian Peterson on this run against Oakland. He goes down. It gets rolled over on. They caught him off. Right now, all they're saying is a left ankle injury, and that's it. They're down 10-7, by the way. Joe, Troy, Pam.
All right, Kurt, thank you. 3rd down and 8. Blitz. Freeman completes. That's Parker. And what a 3rd down weapon he's become. A 12-yard gain. The 2nd-year pro out of North Alabama.
At Green Bay, they bring corner blitz to Josh Freeman's front side. It's a long way to travel.
Holding number 28, offense. Personal foul, roughing and passer, number 38, defense. Those fouls will offset. Replay 3rd down.
Flags were back in the area where Freeman let it go.
Well, there's Bishop, but the corner blitz is Tramon Williams, and he's the one who gets called on the late hit then to Josh Freeman. We've talked about it before. Once the ball's out of the quarterback's hands, you've got to hit him before your 2nd foot hits the ground. So they call that the 2-step rule. You have to hit him within 2 steps from when the ball comes out.
It's now 3rd and 8 again. Woodson coming off the edge, doesn't get there. Good block. And the pass caught for a 1st down. That's Kellen Winslow. And Woodson came within a whisker of his 2nd sack of the year.
Well, Lumpkin, the tailback, he's the 3rd down back because of his ability to block. He picks it up late. You're going to see him there, number 28. He's looking, and then he sees Woodson late. But he does allow, because there was no pressure immediately in the face of Josh Freeman, that he could at least step up. A nice conversion there for the Buccaneers.
It shows how strong Freeman is also with that arm flat-footed to throw that as he did. 6'6", 248. Here's Ben on the handoff. And Aurelius Ben picks up 9. I think gets taken out by his own sideline. Let's talk about Thanksgiving. We'll be on the air with a pregame show at 11:30 Eastern, 8:30 a.m. Pacific, and kickoff 12:30 Eastern. It's the Packers and the Lions. That's a Fox NFL special on Thursday. The pregame show on the air at 11:30 a.m. in Detroit. And the Ford Fox NFL Sunday pregame show at Ford Field. Here's Blount and a 1st down in midfield. Brought down by Dezmon Bishop after a gain of 6.
Good blocking up front right there for LeGarrette Blount. Unlike the touchdown run that he had a clean lane Didn't have to break many tackles to pick up the yards on that particular play. And you know, they need LeGarrette Blount to be a real factor for this offense. He'll come out, he'll have a productive game, and then the next week not so much. And he'll come back and he'll have a productive game, and then the next week not so much. It's been a very inconsistent year for him, just like it has been for this offense.
Missed 2 games with a bad knee as Freeman has a good pocket, and he hits his fullback Loring. And Loring picks up 10 and a first down.
We're seeing Josh Freeman settle in a little bit too. You know, he's had his inconsistencies this year, and you know, we've wondered whether or not the thumb has been bothering him. He sprained it about a month ago. He's not wearing tape on the thumb this week. He had been in previous weeks. I know in our conversation with him, Joe, he said that this week was the best it had felt. He has not blamed any of his play on his thumb, but you wonder with some of the inconsistencies that he's had as to whether or not it has been a factor.
Looks pretty good today. Handoff to Blount. Little stutter step, and he's still going. And LeGarrette Blount is to the 25-yard line, and another good run from big number 27.
It really is. Yeah, I mean, as I said earlier, he's just a big guy. He's hard to bring down. You know, he's able to break tackles. As we're watching this game, Morgan Burnett, he comes down low again, and this is just not the type of back that you're going to be able to get to the ground if you don't take him up a little bit higher. LeGarrette Blount, a real surprise in the league last year as an undrafted free agent to come out and rush for over 1,000 yards.
Undrafted, originally signed by Tennessee and then cut loose. He had that 1,000-yard season for the Bucs. Nice catch, Mike Williams, and he takes it down near the 10.
That's kind of what they've been waiting to see from Mike Williams. You know, the inconsistency that I've talked about for the offense as a whole has really applied to each of these players who were such dominant figures last year in their run for 10 wins. Mike Williams goes up. That's where he's good. He's a big guy. He's not going to outrun a lot of people, but he makes a play on a contested ball.
Had 11 touchdowns last year as a rookie, has only 1 this year. 5 first downs on this drive. Here's Blount, and this time nowhere to go. Dezmon Briscoe, a loss of 3.
Yeah, this time Dezmon Briscoe in the hole. He makes the tackle. Unlike the touchdown run where he had him in the hole and failed to make the play. You see him, he comes untouched right in the backfield, and LeGarrette Blount just had no chance.
The red zone has been a problem for this Tampa Bay offense. They are dead last in the NFL in turning these trips into touchdowns. 10th play of the drive. Freeman incomplete. Williams the intended target. And Freeman goes right to him and starts talking to him.
Well, yeah, Mike Williams, you're going to see he knows there's going to be contact. It's going to be contested, and he says, I don't think so. You know, I mean, because Josh Freeman was expecting him to stay on the run, and that's where he's talking to him. I mean, that could have been dangerous right there. They easily could have been intercepted. You can't do that to a quarterback. If you're expecting on the route for a receiver to continue on the move, you have to.
Now 3rd down and goal. Setting up a screen for Lumpkin. And the former Packer takes it to the 5 where it's 4th down.
Nice idea. They fake the wide receiver screen to one side and come back to Lumpkin on the tailback screen the other side. But that loss there on 1st down to LeGarrette Blount just keeps them from being able to capitalize, but a good drive nevertheless.
Yeah, 5 first downs on the drive, and it will end with this chip shot try by Connor Barth, who's missed only 2 all year. 23-yard attempt to make it a 4-point game. So it's 14-10. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are hanging tough. And now we look at this year for Aaron Rodgers as he's about to head back onto the field. And all of these single season records that are within his grasp, some might be a reach. We'll see how it.
Not many, though.
Not many. He's got these records: passing yardage, the Marino record; touchdown passes, the Brady record; completion percentage, that's a Breeze record; and quarterback rating, that's a Peyton Manning record.
Those are all good records, and they're all good records to have, and they may very well be Aaron Rodgers's at the end of the season. You know, I asked Mike McCarthy the other day, I said, hey, is there anything that we don't know about Aaron Rodgers? I mean, every week everyone talks about all the great things he's doing. What is it that we don't know about him? And he had to give it a lot of thought, and he said, well, you know, I don't know that people realize what a great teammate he is. So America, you now know everything there is to know about Aaron Rodgers.
And that teammate comment may have something to do with the remnants of Brett Favre here at the end of his time with the Green Bay Packers.
Well, he is a great teammate too. I mean, he really spends a lot of time.
Here is a onside kick try, and we'll see who ends up on top. Tampa Bay says they have it.
The ball never went 10 yards.
There are no flags thrown. The ball's got to get now. There is a flag down. I just do not see it. We have a flag on the Fox box. The ball's got to get to the 45-yard line. Let's see who touched it first. Here is.
Yeah, I thought Tampa Bay got to it first, but
it looks like Barth gets his right arm around it. It's actually Kanan. And let's see. If he touches it first, it's an illegal touch, because the ball didn't travel 10 yards, and they're still trying to sort it out.
By Green Bay prior to being touched by Tampa. Tampa Bay recovers the ball, first down.
Well, now that's going to set off another discussion, because looking at it on the replay, it looked like Kanan got his arm on it first. Let's see. DJ Smith is the one that is there for Green Bay, but it certainly looks like Kanan got his right hand on the end of the football first, which would be an illegal touch.
Yeah,
as it happened prior to the ball traveling 10 yards.
The ball was touched by Green Bay first.
Yeah, I would agree with that, Joe. It looked like Kanan, it looked like he scooped it, you know, got his hand in there, you know, before DJ Smith got to it.
They just showed it on the board here at Lambeau. That's why you hear the reaction from the crowd. But it looked like Kanan got his hand on it right there, and he did. And again, that's an illegal touch. It didn't travel 10 yards. Had that ball been touched by Smith first, then Tampa Bay gets on top of it on the recovery, and it would be Tampa Bay's ball.
But an interesting call there by Raheem Morris. You know, after you're able to get the ball down, get a field goal, you know, cut this lead, and then to come back with an onside kick, you know, certainly the element of surprise is there, and I think that's what you do as a coach when you feel like you're overmatched a little bit by your opponent.
I mean, that's the Aaron Rodgers factor, isn't it? And I'm with you along the lines. I mean, it looks like Tampa Bay's gaining momentum. That momentum could go right out the window right here, but you're always trying to find ways to keep Aaron Rodgers off the field.
Yeah, I think that's one of those deals where you say, hey, we want to be aggressive. We want to be able, you let your team know you're going to do that, a little bit like what Sean Payton did in the Super Bowl against the Indianapolis Colts. Hey, when we score or when we do this, be prepared. We're going to have an onside kick in this ball game. I'm sure that these special teams players knew that that was going to be the case coming into this game. Then you just have to execute it, because you give the ball to Aaron Rodgers with a short field after you've cut the lead to 4. I mean, that sure puts your defense in a real bind.
Each team has their offense on the field right now, believing it's their ball. And you can see Raheem Morris going down the sideline saying it's our ball. We just haven't seen any look at a replay that shows that Kanan didn't touch it first. And if Kanan touches it first, then it will belong to the Green Bay Packers.
I like the call, though. I would say that. I like what Raheem Morris did. Jimmy Johnson used to do those types of things in Dallas. They work a lot of the times, but when they don't work, then you've just got to have a lot of confidence that your defense is going to be able to step up and make a play. Right now, if Green Bay gets the ball, which we think they will, if this defense is able to hold them to a field goal and keep this just a 7-point game, that'd be a great job by the defensive unit, and I think then it would have been worth the risk.
Here it is again. Just don't see. I don't know that DJ Smith touched it much at all, as Michael Kanan got his right arm around the football.
And DJ Smith, I mean, I'm sure he's being talked to over on the sidelines. He didn't have to do anything. I mean, he didn't even have to go after the ball because it was not going to travel 10 yards.
That'll be talked about with special teams coordinator Sean Slocum today and probably during the week. But you can see both offensive groups are out on the field as Aaron Rodgers has a rare chance to talk to LeGarrette Blount.
Say, how many times does he get a chance to talk to LeGarrette? Took advantage of it.
Hey, nice run. Hey. Nice run. Ran right through our defense. 54 yards. Way to go. Alberto Riverone is under the hood. It's a challenge by Mike McCarthy. We think worth it. He is 2 for 5 this year in challenges and just under 50%, 44% in his 6 years now with Green Bay. And now as Riverone talks to the rest of his crew, we'll wait for the call as this has come to a screeching halt with under 4 to go in the half.
Well, now Raheem, he's going to.
He gets to talk to Aaron Rodgers.
He gets to talk to Aaron Rodgers.
Gets a massage from Greg Jennings.
A lot of people want to talk to Aaron Rodgers these days.
What's your secret, Aaron?
The ball was illegally touched by Tampa Bay at the 38-yard line. The ball will be placed there, 1st and 10. Green Bay will not be charged with a timeout.
So the challenge, well worth it. And the right call was made in the end as Green Bay up by 4 will take over at the Tampa Bay 38. But you're on record as saying you like that call by Raheem Morris.
Yeah, I like the call. I mean, it's I think it was worth the risk. I mean, if you're going to run those things, you got to do them when they're least expected. And certainly when you cut the lead to 4, the Packers, not that they're not well coached and prepared for those things, but that's when they would least expect it. Now it's just a matter of whether or not the defense can hold up. And I think that as the head coach and the defensive coordinator, Raheem Morris, you got to have confidence that they can hold up when you're going to make that type of call.
Now as the Packers are coming to the line, we're going to have another discussion.
I'll go back to what I said a little bit earlier too, Joe. I think overall this defense, I think they've played pretty well. I mean, I really do. That they've gotten pressure on Aaron Rodgers. They've covered receivers well. We've seen some really nice catches by these receivers for the Packers, which is not atypical. And then we've seen Aaron Rodgers be able to create some things with his legs and pick up first downs running the football. But overall, I think this defense has come out and played better than I've seen from them in recent weeks.
Whatever that discussion is, we won't know. They're just going to now start the play clock, and off we go. From the 38, up by 4. Take it to Starks. Rodgers throws low and a penalty flag comes in. Michael Finley, the intended receiver.
Pass interference, number 88, offense, 10-yard penalty, still first down.
And it's on Finley.
Yeah, at the top of the route, Finley, there's contact made. This defender, he has the right to the to the space as well. It's on Barber. Barber's in coverage. And at the top of it, because Barber had position, Finley collides with him. I think that was a good call.
Shut out. He has one drop. It's 1st and 20.
Yeah, 59. 319.
Rodgers steps into it, looking for Finley. And he's got a first down inside the 20. 30 yards to Jermichael Finley.
Well, Jermichael Finley, now he runs the corner route on the opposite side, and Corey Lynch was in coverage, and he was threatened by Jermichael Finley going deep on him, and that's what got him turned around. As soon as he opened his hips, thinking that Finley was going deep, it created a great deal of separation for, not a great thrown ball by Aaron Rodgers, but an easy completion.
On first down, here's Starks. Broke one tackle, picks up two. It is amazing to me, maybe it shouldn't be, that's just how well educated these fans are, that just under 73,000 people can be this quiet when the Packers are on offense and that loud when the Packers are on defense. It's like practice for Aaron Rodgers when they're in the red zone.
Yeah, it's nice when you're playing in front of educated fans that understand that. I mean, there's some places that are doing the wave when the offense has the ball.
319. Second down and 8. Rodgers completes. That's Cobb, the rookie. Another weapon for Aaron Rodgers. And with 2:15 in the half, it's first and goal from the 5.
And how about Randall Cobb? I mean, as if this team doesn't have enough offensive weapons already that you have to contend with. The Packers go out and they draft Randall Cobb in the 2nd round. I mean, he's still learning. Of course, he's a return man, and he's been awfully dangerous in that area. Now you throw him out there on offense. Aaron Rodgers said, hey, he's like Greg Jennings from the first day. You knew this kid was going to be special, and he's already proven that.
With the play clock at 1, Rodgers spends a timeout. So that'll give us a chance to talk college football. This December, 2 of the most storied conferences in college football culminate their seasons with 2 epic championship games for the first time in their history. And Fox Sports will bring them to you on back-to-back nights. Pac-12 championship game Friday, December 2nd. Big Ten championship game Saturday, December 3rd. Both games are only on Fox.
Yeah, I guess with UCLA beating Colorado last night, if they beat SC, they're in the Pac-12 championship game.
How about that?
Go Bruins. It's a shameless plug there.
Yeah, but you're there, win or tie, every week.
You know it.
Aaron Rodgers from the Pac-12. Cal. Here's Nelson, touchdown. Man, they make it look easy.
When you're down in there that tight, you give Jordy Nelson that kind of cushion, keep the lead. Pretty easy goings there. I mean, Greg Jennings, he's going to pick up E.J. Biggers. They're going to the outside to Nelson pretty much the entire way. Made for an easy touchdown.
And the guy who got a contract extension in September, Jordy Nelson, does the Lambeau leap. And it's 21-10. So that's the result of the onside kick attempt and the illegal touch. Aaron Rodgers took care of the rest. Pack 3 for 3 in the red zone, up by 11. 2-minute warning.
Today's game is sponsored by AT&T. Get it faster with 4G. Rethink possible.
It's so nice to spend time just you and me.
I know. This is great.
You know, I feel like... Did you just check the game on your phone?
What? No. What am I, like some kind of summoner who can just summon footage to his phone like that? Come on.
I guess I'm just a little oversensitive. It's just that you and
Yes.
Only AT&T's network lets your iPhone download 3 times faster. AT&T.
We know it's hard to believe Domino's now has artisan pizzas. We've got some creative ideas on how to prove it. We could have gotten a celebrity chef.
A hand-stretched thinner crust.
Cut! We could have shown some cliched Italian scene.
Oh, salami.
Cut. We get a talking walrus that looks like Abraham Lincoln if we thought that would convince you. It's an ad. Look, there's nothing we can do to prove how good our new artisan pizza is, so we're just going to offer it for $7.99. If you try it, you'll be convinced.
We canceled the walrus. Pack him up.
Oh, man. Want to know the difference between a trader and an elite trader? It's this. The E-Trade Pro platform finds top-performing stocks in 3 clicks. Quickly scans the market for new trading ideas. Got it? Get it? Good. Introducing new E-Trade Pro Elite.
Precision. Power. Eli Manning and his Citizen Echo Drive. Fueled by light, it never needs a battery. Citizen, unstoppable.
Gillette Fusion Pro Glide, the official shave of the NFL, brings you the against-the-grain play of Week 11. If you want to win, you've got to go against the grain. The Baltimore Ravens usually rely on quarterback Joe Flacco to throw the ball. But against the Seahawks, he handed off to running back Ray Rice, who threw his first career touchdown pass to tight end Ed Dixon. Sometimes going against the grain is the right call. With Gillette Fusion Pro Glide, you can get against the grain closeness comfortably.
This telecast is copyrighted by the NFL for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or of any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NFL's consent is prohibited.
After the illegal touch on the onside kick try, 4 plays later, 38 yards. Aaron Rodgers now has 10 straight with 2 or more touchdown passes. That is him adding to a franchise record. And it's 21-10. 2 timeouts left for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Strotter from the end zone. Can't make it to the 25, brought down at the 24. You're the analyst, but I'm going to analyze the Lambeau lead. Okay. First it was Tom Crabtree. Roy Butler was the first one to do it years ago. Then moments ago it was Jordy Nelson, who loves to get up and enjoy time with the crowd. And here's LeGarrette Blount, who did a Lambeau leap psych.
Yeah, they would have thrown him back anyway. In fact, they threw the ball back. You know, how many tries do you think it would take you to get up there?
I couldn't do it. You and Collinsworth, you and me were down there one time trying to get up there. Collinsworth couldn't do it, and he's like 9 feet tall.
Yeah, but he's not the athlete you are.
No, that's true. You're right about that. Freeman completes it out across the 30. They're going to say he was down. Mike Williams, a completion of 7 yards.
Well, now you go back and you revisit Raheem's decision to kick the onside kick. I'll stick with it. I don't disagree with the call there, but because the Packers then go down the field and get a touchdown, doesn't look so good. But this is an important drive then because of all of that for this Tampa Bay offense. If they're able to go down the field and come away with any type of points on this drive, that'd be really huge going into halftime.
Williams clearly down, no fumble. Wide open is Winslow, and he's to the 40. 2 timeouts on the scoreboard for the Buccaneers. That was good for 9 yards. A minute to go in the half. Over the middle, Winslow again. We'll see if the Buccaneers use a timeout, and they do. 17 yards to Kellen Winslow, and he's inside the 45. Coming up, the Visa halftime with Kurt Terry, Howie, Michael, and Jimmy. Get an injury update on Adrian Peterson and that big battle in the AFC North between the Bengals and the Ravens. The Steelers are on a bye week. They lead that division at 7-3, and then the Ravens and Bengals tied at 6-3.
Here's the route by Kellen Winslow. You're going to see Dezmon Briscoe. The one place he cannot let Winslow go is to the middle of the field. He's trying to play his inside, but just an excellent route by Winslow, getting to the middle where there's no help and picking up a nice gain. They only have to pick up a little bit more here to get in field goal range.
Need to get it to within the 38-yard line to get inside Connor Barth's career long. That one for Mike Williams out of his reach. 41 seconds left at 2nd and 10.
That would have gotten him, Joe, right where you said, on the 38-yard line, and just a ball that got away from Josh Freeman, as you can see. Completed a lot of passes here today. And one of his few poor throws on that last play.
Career long last week against Houston. That means the 38-yard line. Just 5 yards from where they are now. 2nd and 10. A little different conditions. Freeman on the move is picked off. Tramon Williams, his 3rd of the year. And that's now at least 1 interception and 9 straight for this Green Bay defense.
Really good coverage across the field. They're in man coverage. You see Tramon Williams, and a ball that Mike Williams wasn't running at full speed. A ball that's a little bit then behind him, and Tramon Williams able to make a play on it. That's where this defense is so good. They're so opportunistic on the back end. When a quarterback is off on a throw, they make you pay for it. They've given up a lot of yardage passing, but boy, they sure make you pay on a ball that's not where it needs to be.
Most interceptions in the league on defense with 18 now. And they can cover mistakes and weaknesses by forcing turnovers. That's the 21st they've forced. Rodgers scampers out of bounds with a 1st down. And with 25 seconds left and 1 timeout, and now the ball is just inside the 40 at the 39-yard line. You just don't expect the Green Bay Packers to be content with an 11-point lead.
No, I don't think they will be, and they're definitely going to keep the heat on them. You saw the 18 interceptions that this defense has for Green Bay. I think a lot of people thought maybe when they lost Nick Collins that some of that would be lost, but even Charlie Pepper, who's replaced Nick Collins, has done a nice job with 4 interceptions this season himself.
Rodgers for Finley. And Finley incomplete. Sean Jones, the safety, defending, and now Finley can't get up. Remember last year he was lost in October in a game at Washington, and the Green Bay Packers won it all without that big weapon, Jermichael Finley. Looks like he is still not up.
Yeah, he laid out with the one arm to try to bring that one in, and it looked like the way that he was grabbing that he landed on that shoulder, and that's what he injured.
So they give him a look with 20 seconds left, and he's able to pop up. Here's the effort. The coverage by Sean Jones. And Green Bay, because of the injury, has a timeout taken away. They have none remaining. Jennings. Nice play on the edge by Talib. That'll do it. No timeouts left for the Green Bay Packers, so this is an 11-point game at the half, with the 9-0 Green Bay Packers, the 4-5 Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
The last 2 plays of that half, they got Finley goes down, and then Greg Jennings gets up slow.
It's a 21-10 game here at Lambeau. Visa halftime coming up after a word from your local Fox station.
Thanksgiving. The Packers versus the Lions. Who wins? We got guys going across the middle, getting leveled. Boom! You know what I mean? Big old lineman talking about, I want to get to that quarterback. I'm going to rip his head off. I'm going to rip his head off. You know what I mean? If we made Packers are cheeseheads, right? I'll tell you one thing Lions love. They love cheese and they love heads. We put cheese on top of a head, a lion will eat that cheese head. Lions love cheese. No Lord.
He'll be fine.
More people are leading BMW, Mercedes, and Lexus for Audi than ever before. Take advantage of exceptional values during the Season of Audi event.
Whoa! Asleep at the wheel? Don't let this happen to you. Avoid food comas. Drive on over to Arby's for the one and only beef and cheddar. It'll make you feel happy, not sleepy.
Want to feel great? How about 2 Arby's beef and cheddar sandwiches for just $4? Slow roasted every day for 3 hours right in the store. Freshly sliced and smothered in warm cheddar, then piled high on a toasted onion roll. Right now, get 2 beef and cheddars for the mood-enhancing price of just $4. Arby's, it's good mood food!
I was just driving around, minding my own business. When it came out of nowhere, suddenly there were lights all around me. I'm like, they're coming for me. Yeah, it was crazy. I just never thought they'd find me. Not out here.
It doesn't matter where you drive. If you don't buckle up, you will get caught. Cops are cracking down all across the country. Click it or ticket.
It's that time of year again. Time to get a holiday deal on a Ram truck. A truck that'll pretty much haul anything. With a legendary Hemi engine that delivers 20 miles per gallon highway and a smooth ride. And while most families bring the tree to the house, Ram families bring the house to the tree. Get